Happy? Good. With Chris Locke.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Happy Good. Episode 30. The big 3-0. What are you guys doing out there to celebrate Happy Good episode 30? Let me know. 30 episodes means 30 weeks. I haven't missed a week. I come and I make a Happy Good to try and make people relax and laugh and feel good about themselves. You guys should feel good about yourself. I'm going to admit, I mean, it's not hard to believe at this point, but I'm recording this without the dang American election results being done yet. I mean, everybody thinks it's going in a certain way and it seems pretty positive, but they keep finding ballots in old Christmas cards from their grandparents, so they have to count each one. So I don't know what the world is going to be like when this comes out in a few days. It might be like heaven. Might be like everything is made out of marshmallows. Melted marshmallows. Ooey gooey. Ooey gooey. Ooey ooey. Look how good I am at singing. Someone thought I wasn't a good singer the other day, but listen to this singing. Ooey 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 gooey. Marshmallow world. Dip 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 do wah. Dip 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 ba ooh ha. Hooey gooey marshmallow world. Hooey gooey marshmallow world. You never close your eyes anymore when I'm in the marshmallow world. There's no marshmallow world. There is no marshmallow world like your touch, your marshmallow kiss. When I kiss your marshmallow lips, enter Sandman. Where are your marshmallow lips? If you turn this podcast off within the first 2 minutes, you're missing out on a happy ride. Look, a lot of people check out Happy Good for the first time. They don't know what to expect. It's a guided meditation, but it's really not. I try to help you relax and calm down and take you to faraway, nice, calm, fun, relaxing places to get away from the craziness of the world. But I'm also a comedian, so it's like really stupid and silly. I've been doing comedy for 20 years. My name is Chris. I've showed up on some TV shows, done some live stand-up on TV. I used to tour around forever and ever. And then the pandemic hit, and now I'm stuck inside, talking to a Zoom recorder, hoping that everybody loves me that way. Is that a good summary of the show? That's not a good log line. There's a lot of questions to be asked after hearing that, but here we go. I did a mega long intro last episode because I was obsessing about a delicious Indian meal, gin and sods, and a great movie. It was a great night. I also had a great night last night, but I want to cut to the chase. We'll get to the breathing part now, because we'll do an extra long relaxation exploration today, just to make up for the 10-minute intro or so last time. So what I like to do to start is count down from 3, then we do 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. We hold it. We try to stretch the lungs out as wide as possible. And then we just try to relax and feel good. And I'll talk you through some stuff. So here we go. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. See, you can already feel those jittery jangle nerves from the 2 mugs of orange pico black tea shooting out of your mouth, your breath, like, get out. Get out anxiety, get out neuroses, get out panic, get out fear of the unknown. Let's do another inhale. Hold it, stretch out your lungs as far as possible. Get the air to wisp around in there and blow it out. Exhale. There's a storm leaving my body, not a coming. It's leaving. Get out. Get out. This is my impression of Clint Eastwood saying get out to all his grumpy old Clint Eastwood saying get out to all his anxieties and fears that are trapped in the nerves of his body. Get out. Get out. Get out. You can't see, but I'm doing that. I'm gritting my teeth and I'm talking out of the left side of my mouth. Get out of my body. Get out of my body. This is the best Clint Eastwood impression you've ever heard. Listen to this. Get out of my body. Okay, one more inhale through the nose. And exhale. And we are free. Free of the world as we know it, our bodies as we know it. We're like just a spirit floating about. We breathe, we exhaled basically our spirit out of our body, and so that it can just float around and feel clean and fresh and light for a bit, not weighed down. And I'm not making a comment about body weight, this or that, good or bad. Doesn't matter. We're all different beasts that traipse along the planet day to day, but the body is just heavy. It's so much blood and guts and bones, and don't forget that cranium with the big old brain in there, smarty pants. Let it sink into the pillow where you're at, or the back of the chair, or in the back of the chair of the seat of the car that you're driving. If you're driving right now on the highway, just close your eyes. Just kidding. Don't listen to this while you're driving. It might not be as relaxing, especially if you're driving in a city like Toronto. Beep, beep, get out of my way. I hate you. Construction again? God, the other day. Anyways, I won't get into the negative stuff, but let's just say I was stuck in traffic forever and then found out an essential bridge I needed was closed down. Okay, to construction. So, all of that stuff, we're free of that. We're free of our body. I came up with a name for it a few episodes ago, and I totally forgot. Like your spiritual phantom or something like that. I like the idea of being a phantom. Of course, it was closer to Halloween when I made that up, so phantoms were on my mind. But you can call it whatever you want. Please write at Happy Good World on Twitter or Instagram and tell me what you call your spiritual phantom. Your mist dog, cloud dog, mystical. And not like, oh, it's mystical, like magic, but like a mystical, like an icicle. You could be a mystical. Let's just call it mysticals. I like that. You're a mystical now. You're not a human being ensnared in a, my body is a cage. Whatever. all that kind of stuff. We're free. We're mysticals floating about. And sprays of mist. Oh, is that making you think of COVID, though? That's kind of... Oh, God, I was just reading an article about the aerosol spray of COVID. We're going to be fine, guys. It's almost like getting hard to not mention this insanity that we live in on Happy Good. You are a floaty dog. Let's take Cloud Dog and turn it into Floaty Dog for today. You're a floaty dog. Floaty dog. Float. You're free to play. You just wisp around, floating through fences, backyards, trees, buildings. You float through a corner store, and you go down the aisle, and there's the chip rack, and you think, you know what? To be honest, most of what's being sold in the convenience store is chips. It's quite crazy how addicted we are as a society to these giant salt licks with different flavors. Sour cream and onion horse treats. You float down the aisle, pass a bunch of Barbasol cans or shaving cream for men's faces, and you're like, I don't need that when I'm a floaty dog. You pass by a bunch of batteries. You're like, yeah, I guess some stuff still takes batteries. Most stuff just charges through a USB key these days. Oh, and there they are. There's the USB key section. Different chargers for phones. Chargers that go in your car and charge your damn car phone. And you're like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember you. I remember you. Ooh. And you float on by and you float through the fridge and you go past a bunch of bottles of pop. Now, I don't know where you are in the world. If you're in New York or something, you're in a bodega. You're in if you're in other parts of the world, you're in a convenience store. You're in a corner store. You're in a general store. What do they call them around the world? Let me know. Different kind of... I'm going to the corner store to get a huge 2-liter bottle of root beer and a big bag of sour cream and onion Ruffles. And I'm going to take it home and I'm going to watch the dumbest movie that I love the most. I'm going to watch... I don't know. What's your favorite movie? Die Hard or something. I actually don't like how they have made Die Hard a Christmas movie now. Now you feel weird watching it any other part of the year. Maybe I'm going to drink a big 2-liter... My floaty dog is going to chug back a 2-liter bottle of root beer. I'm going to eat a big bag of sour cream and onion Ruffles. And just watch RoboCop blow people away. All these bad guys that are just clearly bad. No conflict whatsoever. They are bad. And they act bad. Very bad criminals. And RoboCop is like, stop. Or whatever. But you can float on by, float through. You got your bag of sour cream and onion Ruffles. You got your 2-liter bottle of soda pop. And your floaty dog has floated away out the back, through the back wall of the corner store. And you're floating on down the path behind it. You know those like alleyways behind the corner stores? There's a bunch of dumpsters. There's a bunch of doors to the back of other places, salons, restaurants. Float past a Thai food restaurant and smell that golden curry. Yum, yum, yum. Smells so good. Then you look at your chips. You look at your big bottle of root beer and think, should I up my game? and just grab somebody else's to-go delivery bag of food and sneak out the back? No, I don't want to deprive someone else of, like, I know exactly what it's like to wait for delivery when you're so hungry and you're so excited. Wait a minute, Mr. Uber Eats. Wait, Mr. DoorDash, bring me my golden curry. And you float on by all the dumpsters you take. I never go by the alleyway. I know usually in Happy Good I describe beautiful worlds with golden suns and flowers everywhere and trees and mountains and rivers and glens, etc., etc., etc. But this episode, can you just find the beauty of the privacy of an alleyway in an urban environment? You know, it's kind of gross. It's mostly garbage bins. Every now and then a car drives by and you have to move to the side, and it seems a little... What is this car doing here? And why are the windows tinted? Why are they driving so slow? And am I ruining, like, a nefarious plan they had? Like, here, I know the perfect place to do a drug deal or whatever. And then they drive by, and then they see your ghost sitting there with a big 2-liter bottle of root beer and a big bag of sour cream and onion ruffles, and they're like, who the hell is this? Can we still do the drug deal? I don't know. It might be an undercover cop pretending to be a ghost with a freaking, like a floaty dog or something. It might be a cop pretending to be a floaty dog, holding the... Hey, let's ask him for a sip of root beer. Quiet, you knucklehead. You never ask a ghost for a sip of the 2-liter bottle of root beer, you idiot. What do you want to get us busted? The guy doesn't even have legs. It's like a mist that floats, like a mystical. Don't say mist. It reminds me of that COVID aerosol can spray they always talk about. Don't say mist in my car. Alright, boss, I'm sorry. Don't call me boss. I'm literally just your friend. I'm just the alpha of the group, that's all. Alright, call me leader. Alright, leader? I didn't know. Yeah, I know you didn't know. Just call me leader, and I'm your friend, don't worry. I don't think we can do the drug deal here. Even though this floaty ghost man doesn't have legs. You never know. Could be an undercover police officer staking out the alleyway, and they hide in the mist, the ghost mist, and they lift their legs up in the ghost mist and hold their knees so the legs don't go down and touch the ground, and then all we can see is the bottom of the mist. But how do we know that some brown or black police boots to just tucked up above that mist, that silky mist we can't totally see through? And as soon as we do the drug deal here in the alleyway, the feet lower down, boom, the mist disappears, the police officer, the undercover police officer waves his arms around frantically, dispersing the mist of the poor soul that was just trying to relax. I don't know if like a floaty ghost mist could be a costume, or if it could be a police officer narc hiding inside a ghost. I think you're overthinking this, leader. I'm not overthinking this. I'm being safe. In today's crazy times, who knows what's what? I'm not doing the drug deal here. Come on, let's drive on. Oh, I think we could have got a sip of root beer. Come on, knucklehead. Hey, don't hit me. I hit you because I love you. Oh, you're a bad seed. So are you. You're a bad apple. That's how we found each other. And then they drive away. And you're like, all right, who was that? But you walk down the alleyway behind all the busy traffic of the street. Because honestly, what is the front of the buildings like? You got the busy street, you got traffic, you got bicyclists honking their horns, ringing their bells. Cars are honking their horns at the bicyclists. Like, hey, this road is for me. No, this road is for me. Just selfish people honking and dinging bells. And there's always that bicyclist that bangs on a cab driver who's the cab driver's just trying to maneuver and maybe drop off a customer at their location and navigating traffic while doing the same thing. And then you got the delivery guy on the 10-speed bike banging on the side of the cab going like, hey, screw off, buddy. Go to hell. I hope you die. And the cab driver's like, damn, man, all right. Accident, Can we make mistakes? Can people make mistakes? Then you got the sidewalks are crowded. You got ladies and men like bumping into each other, checking each other out, walking into storefront sandwich boards, kicking over bowls of water that's nice stores left out for dogs to drink, kicking over a cup full of change that guy who's down and out put out. It is good to give them money, but sometimes when they put the change cup right in the path of people walking and you kick it over and feel so guilty, that is a ruse, in my opinion. It's happened to me before, and then I saw the guy set up the change. I felt guilty, gave him money after I cleaned it up. Then I saw him put the cup back out where people can kick it again. Interesting, right? What am I? I can't make fun of that guy. Anyways, I think the lesson of today's episode is, even if you're in the most hectic city during the craziest times, we're all trying to social distance, we're all trying to still stay active and busy and get out there and do all kinds of stuff. There's something peaceful about the back alleyways, the side streets in the city that we can duck down in. To all my urban listeners, this episode is for you. Sometimes I describe beautiful fields and forests, and I bet you there are listeners to listen to those episodes and you're like, so what? You're describing my backyard. I go out there all the time, take a leak behind a big old oak tree, and then eat an apple and throw the core into a huge lake. And then I go, there you go, fish, try apple for a change. And then the fish grow big and strong. And then I catch them. And then I cook them on a fire with 5 of my dogs hanging around going, yeah, you're our master. And I go, I'm not your master, I'm your leader. I'm the leader of you dogs. Remember that. But in the city, what do? You walk on the main road there, super busy, get a little ice cream cone, and you're like, well, what am I going to do? All these viruses are rampant. I can't lick ice cream in front of all these people. Find the alleyway. Go behind the building. The most you're going to run into is a nefarious car with a tinted window, an essential worker in a dirty apron and hat taking garbage bags out to the back, looking at you sideways for a sec, checking out who you are, throwing the garbage bags into the dumpster, watching some rats scurry. Then they light a ciggy. And they lean against the wall and they put their right leg up so that their foot is flat surface with the wall. And they lean back and they close their eyes and they forget everything. And they inhale that ciggy and they exhale. And you're just walking by there with your big 2-liter bottle of root beer. I can't say root beer without that accent. I don't know where it comes from. Did JFK say root beer like that one time? I drink root beer. I'm not going to do another... my impression of JFK is probably a million other comedians' impressions of JFK, and I can't even remember if I've heard the real JFK talk at this point. I am the character from The Simpsons, drinking root beer. So, it's easy. You just float along. And I picked an old film from the 80s, RoboCop. Like, I think that one is ingrained in my head because me and a bunch of young boy buddies, when we were like little kids in the 80s, somehow someone's parent, and I remember exactly who it was, but if I say it on here, it wouldn't mean anything to you guys. But someone's parent let us watch RoboCop way before maybe our brains should have seen that amount of violence. But here we are today, and we're doing totally fine. Now I need to watch violent films just to survive and feel something, but whatever. But in the beginning of RoboCop, the cop, Murphy, he really does get shredded to bits by like a million bullets, while the bad guys, led by Red from that 70s show, fill him with bullets, shred his skin, his hands, everything, just like, and they're laughing like jackals as they waste this cop. It's pretty psychotic and freaky. And whenever that came out, I don't even know if it was 88 or something like that, but I was really young. That's a lot to handle. But now when I watch it, it's like comfort food, like a big bag of sour cream and Ruffles. Sour cream and onion Ruffles. Like, ah ha ha. Yum, yum, yum. RoboCop. Anyways, but I don't know what the film you pick is, but you could pick Beauty and the Beast, the original Disney. Or what else? You could pick Freaky Friday. You know, I don't know what your go-to comfort movie is. Guardians of the Galaxy. But you just float around, and you float through the alleyways and the side streets, because side streets, come on. You know, cities always got a lot of good stuff like that. You know, they're also good for late at night. You know, pre-pandemic, you're at the bar, you're drinking like crazy, last call, you're sauntering home. Where do you pee? You pee in the peaceful alley. This episode is an ode to the peaceful alleys of the city. You just walk along on the crappy alleyway, floating free. I feel like there might be a lot of, I don't know. I'm just so relaxed, and I tried a different angle to switch it up. But if some of you are listening and like, what the fudge is this guy talking about? I want to relax. I want to feel good. And you're making me picture a urine-soaked, rat-infested, garbage-filled alleyway with some workers smoking and not giving a S about me. Drug dealers driving by. But what I'm saying is like, if you want to get with the metaphor, it's like, life right now is a goddamn heap of piling shit sometimes. So where do you find your peace in that? You know? You find the quiet heap. You know? The path that you can walk down most quiet, most peaceful. Not all of us live by beautiful big parks, forest, woods. You don't even have to have root beer, sour cream, and onion chips. People listening to this are probably mad at me. Like, I don't like those chips. I'm a salt and Vinny. Salt and Vinny. Give me the salt and vinegar. I don't even want pop. It's too much sugar. I'm trying to lose weight. Give me a goddamn bottle of San Pellegrino. Or as my daughters call it, fizzy water. Give me a freaking huge glass bottle of what my daughters call fizzy water. That's what I say when I go to the corner store. Okay, sir, it's over there. You can get it yourself. Now give me some hand sanitizer because I touched the door handle to get the fizzy water. If you're mad at episode 30 being dark and dank and stinky, let me know. Follow me at Happy Good World on Twitter, Instagram, Happy Good World on Patreon. Give me some dough. It's the pandemic and I'm a comedian. And all, like I said at the beginning, all of my stand-up tours were canceled. All of my gigs I've taken from performing on the stage to strangers every night and making them laugh and making my soul fulfilled to riffing nonsense into a microphone on the Zoom H4n recorder. If you follow me on Patreon, you are helping me make the tiniest fraction of my money back from my wonderful career that I lost. And I haven't really been able to talk about it too much until now, early November 2020, and when everything got shut down mid-March 2020, because it kind of is traumatic to me. I spent 20 years building my comedic voice and working as a sketch, improv, and stand-up performer and a writer and an actor. And I've gotten some acting gigs. I've gotten some weird Zoom comedy show gigs. And I've done some outside shows with no microphone to about 16 to 20 people. It's not the same. So, we got Happy Good, we got Twitter, and we got a bunch of other outlets to do it, but this is it. I know a lot of you guys, people out there, we've had our lives readjusted, and it's hard. So, even if you don't subscribe to my Patreon, but you check me out, and you laugh with me, and you come on these journeys with me, I love you very much. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You have no idea. I love your comments. I love your compliments. Please keep spreading the word of Happy Good. And you guys out there, stay happy and good. And let's just leave it for today. Go outside. Enjoy the beautiful weather, no matter what it is. You know, just enjoy the fresh air. Touch a tree. Tell it you love it. Look at the sun. Give it one of those, aye, aye, Captain. Kind of salutes, and just stay free. Okay? Thanks. Talk to you again. Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.